Hello there, everybody. So today's video is our Week 3 battle versus Alice The Ferrothorn in the Stealth Eviolite Draft League. So far I'm not doing very well in this. I've lost my last two matches, but that's alright. Made some trades to kind of get our team back into shape. I don't think I drafted very well, apparently. So, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not saying that I didn't play well in my matches or anything like that. I did the best that I could. I think I kind of got myself just not in a great position with what I drafted. I was making too many assumptions about too many things. All right, and we're fighting Alice the Ferrothorn, who is actually the organizer of this league. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what is done with her team. So she's also been on a losing streak, so this battle is going to decide who's the ultimate loser in this draft league right now. So I'd rather that not be me. But we'll see. I want to have fun more than anything else, so we're going to go do that. Anyways, I'm going with Shelder, Morgrim, Pikachu, Nummel, Froakie, and Pineco. Froakie and Pineco being new additions to the team. And we have to deal with illusions. Okay, that's not going to be fun. Let's see here. Didn't bother with the... Okay. I'm actually alright. They didn't bother with any of their water types. Now then, the question is, how do I want to start? We got both Fletchinder and Zorua who are capable of U-turning. Volt Switch on Flaffy. Nobody else can swap out easily. So I think we're going to go ahead and start with Morgrim. So Alice's only Terra Pokemon on this team is Shelgon, whereas I've brought both of mine, and Nummel and Pikachu. We'll start with Morgrim. Morgrim's holding a Choice Scarf, and we're just going to attempt to trick that onto my opponent. Granted, I could keep the Choice Scarf. It would help against Fletchinder, and mostly it would just help against the Fletchinder, I suppose. So, largely, I don't care. Fletchinder is also my opponent's only hazard removal, as far as I'm aware. So, that means that we can pressure that Fletchinder hard if we want to. Definitely do not want to start off with Pineco, though. Zorua could be hiding Fletchinder. Or they could just start off with Fletchinder and then go straight for the KO with that. So let's see what they do. Gorillamon. So starting off with this thing is interesting. I honestly don't think... I think this is probably the Zorua, actually. Which is fine with me. Let's see here. We're gonna Parting Shot here, in case it's not. And I think we're gonna go into Nummel. My opponent did not bring much to fight the Nummel with. Alright, so we're Dragon Dancing right off the bat, huh? We're gonna go ahead and stockpile here. We already reduced its attack stats, so I don't think he's gonna be capable of KOing Nummel here. Not to mention, Nummel can learn Will-O-Wisp, but I might be forcing the Shelgon out because of that. Because he definitely does not want to get burned. But this is definitely the Shelgon. Yep. Gorillamon's out. Hawkmon. That would be Fletchinder. do not know if Fletchinder can learn Whirlwind or not. If it can't, then this won't really matter too much. We're going to go ahead and stockpile again. The only other thing is that this might be the Zorua hiding the Fletchinder. Judging by the damage, I'd say that is definitely the Zorua. Got some on. We've got Bronzor. And I'm going to guess that the Bronzor is going to be setting up the Stealth Rocks for their side of the field. That's alright. We're going to Lava Plume here. Yep, there's the Stealth Rocks. But he can't. My opponent can't really force out the Nummel, especially now that I've got 2 stacks of stockpile. That's +4 in both my defensive stats. So he has to find a way to. She has to find a way to force Nummel out, which is going to be really hard right now. There's the burn. Power Gem. And just like that, we don't care. Leftovers and burn do the same amount, deal with the same amount of HP, so unfortunately I am keeping this thing here. So I'm going to go ahead and stockpile again. I have no reason not to, and I'd rather keep all of my defenses up if I can. And this is the reason why I picked Nummel as one of my Pokemon, is because that simple ability makes it extremely hard to KO if you're allowed to set it up. Okay, so Nummel is now fully stacked. There isn't too many Pokemon that my opponent has that can break this. So we're going to go ahead and Lava Plume here and KO this thing. My best guess for what they're going to send in is either going to be the actual Fletchinder or Shelgon again. But I'm running Lava Plume, which has a high burn rate, so at least higher than most other attacks. So I don't think my opponent is going to send in Shelgon knowing that. They've already seen that one of their Pokemon got burned once. And now we've got Floette in. Floette, likewise, is not able to do much to me at this point with my +6 defenses. It might be able to set up on me if I can't KO it fast enough. But I'd be expecting a Calm Mind Draining Kiss set for that, which I'm not even sure if it's going to, if my opponent would do that with this thing. There's the Calm Mind. I have a lot of faster Pokemon than Palmon. That's a crit. That is sad. But we did get our burn off. And that's what I was hoping for. Alright, and we're actually going to let them try and set up on us a little bit, but then we're going to trick a Scarf onto them. We trick the Scarf, and then we'll probably be done dealing with this thing. So what item do we get? We got the Eviolite. Alright, that explains why that did not do much. We're gonna lose Morgrim because of this, but in all honesty, I'm alright with that. We'll get our actually, you know what? No. We're gonna go ahead and do Parting Shot here. They have to use that Draining Kiss now. And this gives us the chance to put Nummel back in. Nummel resists Draining Kiss, and they've only got +2 attack, and we've got Light Screen up. This is perfect for Nummel to set back up again. And without Eviolite, it does not hit. It will not take nearly as much. It'll take more damage than it did before. So now I'm going to force my opponent out because they can't do anything to Nummel with this. We're going to go ahead and stockpile. Yep. So now I've forced my opponent out. They can't set up with that thing anymore. We've got Hawkmon here, who I am still convinced, after seeing that Shelgon was real, this thing is either the Zorwa or the actual Fletchinder, neither of which I care. We're going to go ahead and rest this turn. And I'm thinking one of the reasons they... Yep. Oh my lord, the flinch. The flinch and the fact that it went through through the light screen so well too. That hurts so much. I need to force this thing out. What does my opponent have left? We've got Flaffy, we've got Shelgon. Okay. So I think we lose the Nummel here. I'm alright with that. I don't need Nummel to check the... I don't need it to check Floette anymore. Because I've stopped the main strategy of that Floette. Yeah, I think we're just gonna let this go. Second KO of this match, but we've also gotten rid of what is likely both Eviolite users here. And I have no reason not to Terra now. And we went for Terra Electric. And we're just going to deal as much damage as we can. Yep, Hawkmon's out. And that was the Zorua. Whatever he sends in is not going to like this next one. Palamon without its Eviolite is still not going to be able to take a Terra Thunderbolt to the face. At least not easily. And I still have the option of swapping out. So this thing's probably going to be faster than Pikachu, thanks to the Choice Scarf that I gave it. We're going to go ahead and Trailblaze here, though. Because if it's not, then we'll get ourselves to be faster than what my opponent is. So, my opponent's next Pokemon is going to be the Shelgon, probably. We'll Volt Switch out, because, you know, we're going to have to. Deal some excellent damage to this thing. Because, quite frankly, this thing has no special defense to speak of. It may resist, but with Pikachu's Light Ball and with the Electric Terra, we're going to hit this thing hard. And this person does not want to Terra into something else right now. That dragon is its best typing, unless it has ground. But let's see, Bearmon, Fluffy. I'm all right with that. We'll go ahead and surf, see where that gets us. Not nearly as much as I had thought it would. Okay, we're going to go ahead and Volt Switch out. Pikachu is still very useful to me. Not to mention, I'd like to see what damage I can deal. Okay, I think this is where we sacrifice Morgrim. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that this thing's probably Specs, considering how much damage that Dazzling Gleam is doing. But we're gonna go ahead and Rapid Spin, because I do need the Stealth Rock's gone. Now, what is my opponent going to do? They can't set up Stealth Rocks again. They're also probably pretty sure that I'm going to Rapid Spin here. Okay, we withdrew. I'm fine with that. Hawkmon. The actual Hawkmon? Yeah, it is. Alright, there's some of our health back. And we're going to protect this turn, actually. Because I want to see what they're running on this thing. I'm sure they've got U-turn. I want to know if they're running Brave Bird or not. Okay, we're running U-turn. That's fine with me. And we're going to explode here. Because I don't care if this thing stays in or not. I don't think it can KO Pineco with Brave Bird alone. And I want to KO whatever's coming in next. I may not get Stealth Rocks up, but that largely does not matter to me. I want a clean switch in for whatever comes in. Gorillamon, which is Shelgon. And this will tell me if this thing's Eviolite or not. Probably not. Alright. Alright, Shelder should be able to take one hit from this thing. And we're going to Shell Smash here. Terra. Okay, what are we Terra to? Electric. Okay. If it uses Terra Blast, I do have problems here. Okay. Let's see if this is a KO or not. It is not. I am quite alright with that. Because now we outspeed. I'm almost certain this thing does not have an Eviolite. And I outspeed his entire team. We're going to go ahead and go for Liquidation. Okay, Gorillamon is gone. We've taken out my opponent's Terra. And probably what was their biggest threat on this team now. The only thing that he has left is a Zorua, whom is either Scarfed or Specs. If it's Specs, it's no threat. Pikachu outspeeds that. If it's Scarf, We're just gonna liquidation here still. Flaffy does not outspeed Shelder. Not after a +2. And it's not even a full... Oh, it switched to the Zorua. I didn't realize Zorua can switch. So then I KO'd his last position Pokemon. There goes Zorua. And all that leaves is the actual Flaffy, I believe. Nope. That leaves Hawkmon, who is not faster than this thing without its priority. Yeah, the explosion was definitely the right play on Pineco, because it let Shelder get in on the Shelgon and get set up. And here we go. Alright, and we've won our first match of the Stealth Eviolite Draft League. I am so happy with this. Pineco did its job magnificently, even though it did nothing, aside from Rapid Spin and Stealth Rocks. Or, not Stealth Rocks, Explosion. But that works. It did exactly what it needed to do, and it helped facilitate the win. So we'll be back next week with week 4, and we'll be fighting an old friend, Super Famous Guy, and his Richmond Riolus. So catch you guys with that next video. Till then, have fun, and good luck, everybody.